Hi, I'm Nina. Welcome back to my new video. I'm glad to have you here. Last week I got a reaction from someone who was saying like you only talk about negative things, you don't talk about positive things. Why not make a video about the positive things? After I converted myself to the Islam. And it really got me thinking, like, did I really only talk about negative things? Because I'm not really negative, like I'm always positive, so I always keep it on a positive side. As much as I can, of course. So it was really a mirror for me. I was like, oh wow, yeah. In terms of the Islam, I only talked about the negative things, and I didn't really talk about what it's brought me. So that's where today's video is all about. The positive things about the Islam, how I experienced it, the positive things of the Islam. So I was thinking, like, what am I gonna tell? Because to me, I get used so quickly, I think, to the new me, because I've been developing myself a lot the past years. So when I learn something new, it just becomes my new normal. So in that way, I don't always value the new things I learn as much as I would love to. I think a lot of people have that, because when it gets normal, you don't appreciate it that much anymore. So I think I also have that with the Islam, and that's also the reason why I only talked about the negatives yet. So I really had to think, like, okay, what is a positive thing? What can I tell the people that are watching? But I mean, it's very clear. I think the most positive thing is that okay, let's start with the beginning of my journey as a Muslimah, because I started wearing the hijab, I started wearing different kind of clothes, and all of that, I don't know, I felt more calm, let's say. I felt calmer by the way I clothed myself, and I felt more, I felt like I had more I was more sure about who I was, because most part of my life I have been very insecure. So of course during the years I'm getting more secure every day, and I think because the way how I dress myself now, I feel more secure, because I just own it, you see. I mean, not every time, but in the beginning, yes, I felt like I owned it because I got a lot of support. So that's why I owned how I looked at that point. So I felt more calm. And the really positive thing about the way I'm dressing myself now is that I don't see myself anymore as a seduction, you see? Of course, I see myself as the beautiful woman that I am, but I don't want to share that with the world, because they don't have to see that. They don't have the right to see that. only the close people around me have the capacity, they have the right to see that. So to me it was very nice, because I've always had like a lot of men that were showing interest to me, and I didn't like that. At some point, of course, in the beginning it was all nice because I was insecure, but at some point I was like, no, I'm done, just leave me alone. And that's how I feel the last months or years. Like, I don't need all the attention from men. You don't have to see me as someone you can win over you. You see? Normally I just want a normal connection with a man, which means that I'm just being friendly because that's how I am. That's who I am. But a lot of men see being friendly as that I'm flirting with them or something. So I never got that. So now I don't get as much as attention as I used to, which is very nice, because I get more peace. And now I really feel that when I talk to someone, it's really about who I am and not how I look. And that's what I want. I want people that want connection with me because of who I am and not of how I look, basically. So I think that's a great insight and a great positive thing about how I dress myself and how people react to that. So that's a very cool thing, very nice. Because a lot of men just want a woman for a night. I mean, no, I'm over that. So about that part. And then there's another positive thing that I've been noticing. Like, I really seek connection with Allah. And like, it's on and off. Like, sometimes it goes very quickly, very easy, and sometimes when there are a lot of things going on in my life, it's more difficult to connect. But I noticed that it's easier for me to connect with Allah every day, basically, because I practice it, I pray. So I become more confident in praying, and it takes time, but it comes. And I think that's when I am calm, I can better find a connection with Allah. And I just feel it, like my spiritual growth has really grown since I have become a Muslima, because I feel my third eye. I don't know if you know about that. It's a chakra. I feel my third eye that is connected to Allah, the universe. And I also feel a lot of times that I feel grounded. So that means basically with the feet on the ground. And that's how I feel lately, and it's only getting more and more, which is a good I forgot the words. I don't know. That happens sometimes, you know. It's getting better every day. let's say it that way. So yeah, that's really what I love. Do I have more positive things to say? As I told you, it's hard because I get used. I think I also feel like when I see a Muslim, it feels like I'm part of a group now. Like it feels like I'm connected to them in some way. And before that, I didn't feel connected to a group or something. But now I feel connected to Muslims. So when I see a Muslima, most of the times I greet Assalamu alaikum, and then or they greet back or they don't. Depends on where I am most of the times. So I like it very much that is normal, and I would love to see that with everyone, not only the Muslims, just everyone. Everyone has to greet each other, because I think especially in the Western world, like you live by yourself. A lot of people live by themselves, and that is only getting bigger and bigger. Like in the past, it was more with your family, and you talked to everyone you saw on the street. But I think it's getting more. Yeah, everyone is just more focused on themselves. And I mean, that's good one way, but the other way, you lose connection with the people around you. And I think it's really good to get the connection back. I mean, you don't have to say a lot of things. You can just say hi. And when you are in the supermarket, you can just say a few sentences. Like, it doesn't have to be a lot, but you can say just hi. I think, especially in the Western world and the country where I live, it's very common to not do that anymore. Like, everybody is just focused on their phones and stuff. So yeah. Oh, I forget one thing what pops up in my mind. Like, I feel more myself. Like myself, since I have become a Muslima. And sometimes when I think about it, like when I'm thinking about my past, it feels to me like I was always so interested in the Islam, and yeah, that it was supposed to happen, you know? Inshallah. It was supposed to happen that I reverted myself to the Islam. So yeah, that's about it actually. The weather is getting better in my country and I love it. Like, I miss the real summer, but now it really is summer and I really enjoy it. It's my first summer in these clothes, so I need to get used to it, but I think it's just the same. It's only how you think about it. Like, if you think you're really warm, that you feel really warm, then you have it really warm. It's just all is about mindset. It's the mindset. So if you think, it was like, I had a day that I was thinking like, oh wow, it's too hot. Like, I think it was the first day that it was 30 degrees. And I was like, oh wow, it's so hot. I cannot go with this. And when I came home after my work day, I realized, like, Nina, this is what you wanted so badly, like the hot weather. Now you get the hot weather and you don't like it anymore. All of a sudden, what happened? And then I was like, oh yeah, that's true. I need to be grateful for the hot weather. So I think the hot day after that day, I felt grateful and I really enjoyed it. And then at that day I didn't feel that warm like the day before. It's just because I enjoyed it. You see? It's all about mindset. It really is. But yeah, so I hope you love this video, and yeah, we'll come up with a subject next week again. If you have any topics that I can talk about, please let me know, because I would love to talk about the things that you want as well. Okay. Oh, and I remember I also want to make a video about myself, like about who I am, basically a Q&A. So if you have any questions for me for the Q&A, you can let me know in the comments down below, and then I will try my best to answer your questions. Okay, have a great day, and I will see you next time. Make sure to subscribe to my channel because I love all your support, and I hope that you like my videos. Okay, goodbye.